Oh. What's good, y'all? We're about to get started. But yeah, let me just open up live. What's up, Mike? Mason KYP, what's up? But yeah, so real quick, I'm just gonna start out while we're waiting. I'm just gonna start out with the tutorial, and this is gonna be like a part 2 to the video I made the other day, because I wanted to explain something else about the frequencies and tuning of music. And basically what I found out is that there is a better tuning that you can tune your music to make it sound better. And so the reason why is because, like I said in the other video, if you haven't seen it, then go watch that. But basically there's a movement that the earth gives off. There's an electromagnetic frequency called the Schumann resonance that's trapped inside the atmosphere. And so all over the place we got this movement of 7.83 hertz. So what I discovered and what I was thinking and what I realized is that when you tune your sounds to a rational relationship to that frequency, then there's less dissonance. But there was like a lot of people that are skeptical of this idea, but I just wanted to demonstrate it to you guys, and as well I wanted to demonstrate what 432 hertz is, because some people believe in that tuning, which it's the right idea, but I'll explain what's the difference between the tuning I found and 432 hertz. But basically the reason why I think tuning the sound, or I know that tuning the sound will make it less dissonant, is because light moves matter. So just like sound, which is airwaves moving, light in the environment is moving. So a frequency is moving the air around us. So if there's a frequency of 7.83, then tuning your sounds to something that's in tune with that, meaning a rational relationship to it, will make it sound better. So let's just listen to what it sounds like one more time, if you haven't seen the other video. And for that, I'm just gonna get Absinthe. And basically, hold on, let me get my phone real quick too, or I could just use the calculator on the screen. If I pull up a calculator. Basically, look. So the frequency of the sound is 7.83. That's the sound of Earth. That's like all over the place. So 7.83 is a very low bass note that we can't really hear, but it's moving the air and stuff in the background. It's like a very low octave. So in order to hear this sound, I'm just gonna play a note. Let me make sure I can hear. Yeah, I can't even hear this note either. It's too low, you know? So you're definitely probably gonna, nah, you don't need headphones because I'm gonna turn it up enough. But what you need to do is you just need to turn it up a few octaves. So just multiply it by 2 to hear how it sounds at an audible tone, you know? So I'm just gonna turn it up a few octaves. So if you turn it up a few octaves, I turn it up like 8 octaves so that it gets to a nice mid tone, and it's 250.56. So this is what the movement all around us sounds like if you give it mass, because that's what sound is. It's mass moving. Now, obviously this isn't a sound. This movement is all around us, but it's an electromagnetic frequency. So I understand people, they don't understand how sound can be related to electromagnetic frequency, right? But what electromagnetic frequency is light. And light and EMF, I looked it up. Light and EMF move matter. Well, it's a common fact. Light and EMF, which is the same thing, they have force. So they're actually moving the air. Therefore, if my sound is moving the air at a different frequency, at a dissonant frequency to it, it is going to cause wave cancellation. This is not a theory. This is a fact. You know, like, so let me just play what we have as middle C, what we call middle C in the tuning that we have, which is 440 hertz. So the reason I'm making this video is because we have the tuning 440 hertz, but it's just any tuning. It's not a bad frequency. It's just there's no reason we have it, or it's just an agreement that we made that 440 is kind of like the typical tuning, you know? So what I'm proposing in this video is there's actually a more harmonious tuning. So that's what I'm demonstrating right now and stuff. So our tuning sounds like this. This is the movement all around us. This is how it sounds like at a higher octave, at the same note. It's a little bit lower. So RC is uptuned. So here's what it sounds like when you play them together, meaning there's dissonance. You'll hear it. Now, what does this even mean? Dissonance is just when the waves cancel each other out a little bit over and over. So the waves keep phasing in and out. That's all it is. The sound is not sounding good, because when I say the word sound, I mean like moving. When you sound a trumpet, you're moving it, right? So the speakers are not sounding well in space right now because they're clashing with that frequency that I'm playing right now. Now, keep in mind, this one is the frequency of the EMF all around us. And this EMF moves matter because light moves matter. Let me show you. So if I shine a light on me, what is the light doing? It's reflecting off of me. So I'm pushing light, that means light is also pushing me a little bit. Okay? When you push something, it's also technically pushing you. That's what they call Newton's third law. But you already know this. You already know when you push something, technically it's also pushing you the equal amount. So this light frequency is pushing the air a little bit. It's moving it. You get what I'm saying? So it's canceling out the waves that are being played in a tuning of 440 hertz. It's canceling them out a little bit. So there's another frequency, another tuning called 432 hertz. All right. But okay, before I get to that, actually, let's do that. What 432 hertz is, they took this frequency right here, the frequency of Earth, right? The frequency that's on Earth. This is just a random frequency. In another planet, it's gonna be different. It's just our atmosphere creates 7.83 hertz. It's everywhere, okay? So what they did to get a tuning of 432 hertz instead of 440, they took this and they rounded it up to 8, okay? Which it's better than 440, but what they did, they rounded it up to 8 and then they multiplied it up and got a frequency. But if we see what 7.83 times, divided by 8 is, it's 97%. So it's like 2.125% off. It's like 2% off sonically. Now, if you know anything about sound, small differences create a lot of dissonance. So there's still wave cancellation, but let's listen to what a 432 hertz sounds like. If I get a so real quick, let me get what the frequency of a C note in 432 hertz is. So this is just showing all the frequencies of the notes. Once you tune your A to 432, you just play your keyboard and it's playing all these frequencies that you see on the screen right here. You know what I mean? So let me look what the C is, or the close note to what we have is. So it's 256. So I'm just gonna put 256.87. So I'm just gonna put that into this right here. So this was the idea behind 432 hertz, to tune it to the atmosphere, to the environment around us, to the ambient energies or the ambient frequency around us. So they had the right idea, but they rounded it up to 8. So let's listen to the difference. So this is the frequency that's around us. This is the Earth's frequency, the tuning that they tried tuning everything to right here. This is our natural tuning. This is what your DAW plays, your digital audio workstation. And this is what most modern music is tuned to, 440 hertz. You see how it's a little bit higher? So when we play them together, we already heard that. Listen. So that ugly ass sound is just some cancellation going on. So that's what dissonance is wave cancellation. The sound does not move well in space. Okay? It's being interfered with another frequency. It's like, so this ambient energy that moves matter, just like sound, is interfering with the wave. That's just like if I had another sound it's lower energy, but it's like if I had another sound playing in the room. You know that's gonna interfere. But if that other sound, that other tone is playing in the room, and I tune it tune my music rationally to that other sound, it's going to sound in harmony. There's not going to be cancellation. It's going to create a compound wave. It's going to create a harmonious sound. My sound's going to move better in space. It's going to sound better. Sound being the movement of matter. Some of these skeptics are not intelligent. Okay? So there was so many skeptical people, and I admit I didn't do such a good explanation. I was all over the place, but I just was explaining I had too much information in that other video to explain. But so that's 440 hertz. One more time, and we'll play it together. So there's some cancellation. So when you tune your music to that, all the notes that are centered around 440 are harmonious with 440, but they're all off tune from the environment's frequency, the Earth's frequency. Okay, I didn't make this fucking frequency, but if there is a frequency of 7.83 hertz, then tuning your music from a center that is, it can be any note. It doesn't have to be A, but any note that's tuned rationally to it, it's gonna be in harmony. Your music is gonna be in harmony. It's going to move better. It's going to sound better, meaning move better in space. That's the definition of sound. Okay. So one more thing. So now 432 hertz. What does it sound like? $440. So you see it's a little bit lower. Now what does it sound like compared to the original tone? But let's play them together. Still a little bit dissonant. You see it sounds a little bit ugly. That wobbling you hear is wave cancellation. Okay? The sound does not sound good. It doesn't resonate good. Okay? So the frequency that will make your music sound clear, you will be able to mix better. You will be able to experience, your sound will move better in space, meaning it will sound better. It will resonate, the air will resonate better with the other ambient frequency. What that is, you just want to, instead of rounding 7.83 to 8, you just take 7.83 and you multiply it up. And so on and so forth. And so eventually what you get is hold on one more time. The C note for that, well, we already tuned it in the first one, it's 250.56. So if I want to see what I want to tune A to, then what I'll do is I'll divide 250.56 by the frequency of what 440 hertz is for C. 261.63. You get what I'm saying? Now I just, that's how much percentage lower, you know, the frequency is. So then I just multiply that by 440. Now, so what I found is the harmonious tuning that I'm suggesting sounds better, that does sound better in the environment, that will make your music sound great, sound more open, and not have interference, is 421.38. So if you put that as the central tuning, your music should sound better. So if I put a frequency of 421.38, which is just an A note, we can just listen to how it sounds in comparison to the C note that we already have. Hold on, those are the other notes playing. There's no cancellation because this is literally what an A note sounds in that scale, but it's a little bit higher up. Let's divide it by 2. You get 210.65? 0.69. You get what I'm saying? I'm really trying to help y'all right here because this was really interesting. I was almost not going to share it. I was just going to make my music sound better to myself, but I'm not a dick. Okay? I was going to make my music, post that shit on SoundCloud, and people would be like, bro, what scale is this? Like, what is this shit? I don't know. and I was gonna let people keep making shit in 432 hertz, which was the right idea. It actually sounds, 432 hertz does sound way better than 440, and it's way more listenable, way more audibly pleasant. But hold on, one second. 210.69. I just want to see how. Okay. Seems like it's the same note. What? Oh, I turned them both to the same note. I'm tweaking. 250.5. Now I should make a little closer harmony because I took the A down an octave. See, we can start making harmonies and stuff. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. I don't want to forget something before I start making beats and stuff. I don't want to forget something. Just bear with me. I'm gonna how do you tune your music to the natural hertz? Let's just call it the natural hertz, NHZ, or 421.38. But how do you tune it to that? Because you don't have a hertz button on an audio file. You get what I'm saying? So hold on, let me pull up some audio. But how you tune it, you tune it up 25 cents. Really, if you want to tune 440 to 421, you're supposed to take it down 75 cents, but it's the same tuning as just turning it up 25 cents, except now you're in a different note in the key of 421.38. So hold on, let me pull up a sound and I'm going to play a difference so you can listen to how the difference sounds. Okay, 421.38 moves better in space. It sounds better, given that sound is the movement of matter and that there's an EMF frequency, which EMF frequencies move matter. They affect matter. So, and they affect all matter, because I understand some people think some frequencies go through walls and some frequencies don't. But what I looked it up too, because why do some frequencies go through walls and why does light reflect off walls? The reason why some frequencies go through walls is because of their wavelength. And so the thing is though, EMF does not travel forever in space, and whenever it goes through a wall, it loses some strength. It's actually interfering with all matter that touches it. So you don't want to tune your audio to a frequency that's dissonant with your environment. It don't matter if it's 7.83 or anything. If you do tune it to a frequency that's rational or that is equal to the environment, it will sound better in space. Okay, I had so many. I'm not even going to talk about it. Let me just pull up a sound so you guys can hear the difference. All right, let's see. So this beat is a 440 hertz beat. I'm just gonna play it. Oh, they warped it. Gotta turn that off. So again, to tune your sound, you just gotta go up 25 hertz to tune it to the Schumann resonance, or you can call it the natural hertz tuning. Just for Earth, because if this frequency changes one day, which it won't, then you can make your music sound better by tuning it to a rational relationship to whatever frequencies in the environment, whether that's another sound or whether that's a wave that's everywhere in your environment right now. Now hold on. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to this. Now hold on, this is 440 hertz, okay? Now I'm gonna tune this down 75 cents to the natural tuning. I believe that's it. Hold on. So, okay, keep in mind it's experiencing less wave cancellation. It literally sounds better. Okay, it literally sounds better. Now, so what's the meaning of what's the amount of dissonance that you experience when you put it at 440? Because this resonance is a light frequency, right? So how much dissonance are we experiencing? So the force of light is what? Like 10 to the negative 8 newtons, right? But so the dissonance with sound, given that things that reflect off of you, they're also pushing you, right? So what it means is that the louder you have your music at a dissonant tone to ambient frequencies, the more dissonance and the more cancellation you experience. So the louder you're listening to 440 hertz in an environment with a different frequency that is irrationally tuned to it, the more dissonance you will experience. Okay? So, point blank period. Because if you know something, let's say I'm moving towards you, I'm reflecting light, the light is gonna get brighter when I'm moving towards you, right? So the force at which I'm interfering with the frequency or the light or the movement, like let's say light is colliding with me, let's say you're punching me and I'm coming towards you, it's going to have more force. Same thing with light. When I walk towards you, it's gonna appear brighter. So what astronomers know is that when stars are coming closer, they're the ones that shine brighter. The ones that are moving further away have a dim light. So that's basically it for this tutorial, and I just wanted to explain that so I can explain the difference between 440, 432, and 421, because 432 is the right idea. They just rounded it up, and it does sound a lot better than 440 compared to when played with or against the natural tuning. And I changed all the frequencies so I don't have it. But okay, that's basically it for that tutorial. Let's just go ahead and get started and start making beats. Anyways, let me think about how I want to start this shit. I'm just gonna start making beats, bro. I'm gonna mute my mic just to get started, just so I can get in my zone real quick. I mean, mute my camera, turn off my camera. So look, once more, if you want to tune your stuff, remember you can take it down 75 cents, which is 0.75, or up 25, so 0.25, and it will sound better in space, in the space that you're in. That if there's a Schumann resonance there. So if you're on fucking Venus or on Mars, then you don't have to do this shit. You may want to find out what the frequency is there. But what you'll find is it literally sounds better. And like people like experience that shit, but they never really proven it like well, you know? They never really like explained it well. Well, I mean, I've seen some good explanations of this stuff, but there's a lot of like skeptics of shit that makes sense, and they're not fucking intelligent, man. Those skeptics are not intelligent. They was all on my video yesterday, bro. Because the reason they're not intelligent is because they're just staying within an intellectual comfort zone, an intellectual box, but at the same time having a superiority complex. But hold on, let me think about this shit. You really got to think, what the fuck makes sense to you? That's why some of these skeptics, I don't know, I'm just gonna stop talking about it. It doesn't matter. But hold on. I was thinking about something right now. Oh yeah, if you want to tune to 432, which it doesn't sound as good as 421, because 421 is your exact 99.99% accuracy. But if you want to tune to 432, you take it down 0.32, which is actually pretty easy to remember. Now what you're gonna get is a little bit of dissonance. It has a little bit of a wobble to it. That's how I hear 432. It's almost like lo-fi. If I was making lo-fi, maybe I'll put it in 432. But the best, like the clearest sound, that's gonna sound the most open, like imagine your instruments just get spaced, like imagine your instruments get a little bit more space, like all of them, because there's no interference with the there's no wave cancellation, so all your instruments sound like they got a little bit more space in the mix. So you can just even take an audio file that's already produced and turn it up 25 cents, and it will space everything out because they're not being the sound's not being canceled. It will sound clear. But all right, I'm just looking through this library, and then I want to explore some of the features in Ableton 11. And there's some pretty cool shit. I'm pretty excited because I've played around with it a little bit. But this is a contact library that I just recently got of Rompler sounds, so I just want to listen to it. Let me just rock with that. See, I'm just gonna start with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I'm just gonna go off the dome. Oh shit. Fuck it. So one of the instruments or the effects that they added is a reverb. They added this hybrid reverb. Was the grain delay already? Yeah, they already had grain delay, but they added this hybrid reverb. And basically it's a convolution reverb. Now, if you know how that stuff works, I don't use convolution reverb and I haven't understood it. But basically you can take a, what do they call it? An image or a sample and like base your reverb off of that. I forgot what they call it with convolution reverb when you do that. Okay, I put it on the wrong track. But basically your reverb, I don't know, does it give it more texture? Can somebody let me know? Right, impulse response. Oh man, I already got something in my head for this. But yeah, so they added this convolution reverb. For those of you guys that know how this stuff works, this might be interesting to you guys. But what I'm seeing is that they got all types of impulse responses. Yeah, I guess you can combine two of them at the same time, which is pretty crazy. I don't know why there's two impulse responses at the same time. And then of course it looks like they got a little, like they got this bass multiplier. Let's see what that means. Multiplier. So you can change the decay time of the bass frequencies. You can make them less or more. So let's say you want the high end to have a longer reverb, you can turn down the bass frequencies decay. The tail. So I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Turn it up to 0.25. Oh my god, that sounds a little bit fucking better. So hold on. All right, so something new about this Ableton 11 is that you can edit multiple clips at the same time, but like you don't actually have to switch between them, you know? So I'm gonna demonstrate how that works, because I was wondering how that's even possible. But basically when you click on a note, you switch between them, between the clips. But I can basically edit both types of clips, both clips on the same MIDI roll. So it's better than ghost notes. But let me think about this, how I want to do this chord progression. Dun, 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 dun. Oops, wrong click. So I can even stack them on top of each other and it won't interfere, which is pretty interesting. So what happens when I click on the other one is it shows that one now. You see what I mean? And so I can edit both sounds in the same clip. Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for right there. Come on now, I played the other note, you see? So let me add a synth sound on top of this melody right here. I want to make it a compound sound. I want to have multiple layers. Oh, that's the noise fine tuning. Let's see, where can I change this frequency? All right. Let's get this beat over with. I'm having a hard time finding the effects because they made it into folders now. I want to add a little bit of a LFO to this string sound and make it wobble a little bit because I feel like it's too interfering, like too much interfering with the other sounds. Honestly, the best thing for that is LFO tool. I want to change the release on this sound. Alright, let's get this beat over with. I'm trying to make multiple beats. This is a straight up trap beat. It's gonna be simple. Yo, and after this, I want you guys to send me some samples so I can collaborate. You guys can send me samples on Discord. Just DM me. this is gonna be a hard ass beat. It's gonna be a straight up trap beat. So I like to switch up the hi-hats when I do hi-hats. So I'll put it in a group and I'll duplicate it just to get a the same color, and then I'll choose a different hi-hat that I'll alternate it with. And I know I could use a drum rack, but I feel like this is better visually. Now the other feature I didn't go over yet is comping, but hopefully we can do that in the next beat or later on in this one. Hold on, let's see. There we go, that's a good one right there. You guys see where this is going? It sounded good. Hold on, let me see this. So let's do a triplet. Before I do a triplet, let's do that. What happens if we add some distortion to this? And you know I can't go without adding like a lead. Ooh. Damn. good, DJ 100? So real quick, I'm gonna repitch this whole beat. So I'm just gonna take all the samples and repitch and resample it. And that last sound right here, I'm not liking it. That clavinet, I had an idea for it, but I'm not liking it. Bro, you know the harps go crazy all the time. But I don't know how this one sounds. Hold on. It doesn't sound good. What sound could we use? Maybe a key sound? For that, I'm gonna use Purity. Let's go ahead and use Purity for that. So I'm gonna turn it to 421.38. I'm just gonna take it up one like that. That's not bad at all. Hold on. All right, now let's spread this out into a few tracks. I mean, into a few tracks. Let's do something like that. Boom. So I'm just gonna repitch this whole beat because I don't like the key of it. So we're just gonna resample everything. Let's see if we can turn up the before we do that, let's go ahead and compress it a little bit. Let's see if the mixing is good. Alright, resampling now, and then let's compress this, or turn it up at least. Oh shit, we have the hi-hats on it. Fuck it, let's keep going. Let's combine these. Now let me take it down a few octaves. I mean a few notes. Oh, that wasn't bad right there. Bro, that is really not bad. Now with this 808, we gotta take it down 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But let's take it up an octave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I got the hi-hats playing twice, my bad. So now we need to find a way to increase the intensity on this second part, because that first part sounds hard already, you know? And then let me add let me add a kick. I want to be unexpected with the kick. See, notice how this beat is kind of predictable before it gets to this part. So when we add the intensity, when we increase the intensity, not only do we want to do that, but let's make this kick a little bit unorthodox too. Just the pattern, just so that we catch the listener a little bit off guard, you know? So maybe you see how this beat is slow? Maybe I'll add, you know, more kicks than usual. No, I'm not fucking with that. Hold on. Let me take this kick down a few notes. And then right here, let's change that sample. All right. Bro, this is so gorgeous. I love this. But all right, so maybe instead of changing the kick, we should change, or instead of making the kick unorthodox, we should change the 808 pattern. But let me think about how I want to do that. It really doesn't sound bad at all, to be honest. You know, the other thing we can do is change the make this first 808 pattern have shorter notes, shorter sounding notes, So select all of the long notes and make them shorter, and then turn down the release a little bit. Or we can do that on the second part. Can reverse it. So since we have a double layer of hi-hats, I'm going to turn up the volume on this second part. Just a quick little mixing thing right here. How can I make this sound better? Hold on. Ooh, I know exactly how I could change this shit up. Oh, the 808's a little bit off tune. That's what's going on. So we're gonna edit both of these clips in one, so I can get a good idea of what's going on right here. All right. All right. So let's try that comping feature. Let's see how it sounds if we just play around and freestyle, and then we're gonna take different takes from each one, because that's what they added in Ableton 11. Hold on, one more time. This is so out of my normal key right now. But that first part sounded good. But let's just put it how it was one more time, and let's look at the take tracks if we can see that. Show take lanes. So as you can tell, it shows the different recordings that I made as it went over the loop. So each loop, it kind of started a new take lane, and what you do is you get the pen tool, and then you just select which lane you want, or you can just drag part of it and do stuff like that. As you can tell, it kind of combines stuff up there. Alright, so I'm gonna call it raps for this beat. Let's see, how do you hide the take lanes? I don't know if you can hide them. No, of course you can, but I don't know where it is. But alright, let me just say this beat. And send me your samples in Discord. I'm gonna check out what you guys got. I'm saving the beat real quick. Alright. Let's see what's good, man. Ask questions. Somebody ask a question. So, alright. I'm not gonna open these DMs in public. Yo, 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 yo. That was that beat from the last time. Oh yeah, but that's the one we used last time. I'm not about to use that. Hold on. Alright. I'm just gonna make some shit from scratch. Yeah. Alright, real quick, I'm just gonna take a break and come right back. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, I don't really feel like making some stuff from scratch, so somebody send me a sample on Discord and I'll go ahead and flip that sample on here. But if not, like, I'm probably just gonna like wrap it up here, or if you guys want me to react to your music or something, or if you guys got any questions about Ableton, bro. He said, I'm so keen for 11. For Ableton 11. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep checking the Discord real quick. If anybody got some samples. But yeah, I don't feel like making shit from scratch right now, bro. I don't really feel like making a beat, to be honest. Just lost my motivation. I ain't been in a mood to like make a lot of beats lately, bro. But if you guys send me a sample or some shit, I'll flip it. How did I get Ableton 11? They sent well, I'm just a beta tester, so yeah, okay, let me see these samples. But yeah, bro, like I'm not in the mood to make beats, bro. I don't know why, bro. But I made one, so. Oh, okay, somebody sent a song to react to. Let's go ahead and do some reactions. Okay. We got Chief Rock AJ, bruh. Shy Pop Star. This track was not. So did you put it on private? It looks like it's on private. Well, 432 hertz is better than 440, Isaiah, but the 421 is even more close to the actual movements of the frequency around us. What is this shit? I'm gonna react to the next person because that one wasn't working. All right, let's see what Lucid Beats got. Lucid, 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 Lucid. See what you were trying to do with that. The only thing, the vocals, honestly, they're a little bit like, I don't know, maybe with a rapper on it would sound good, but the vocals, they sound a little bit like too like pitched out of tune, you know what I'm saying? Not out of tune, but like pitched with like the complex mode or whatever. But I see what you're trying to do with that, and like that flow that you were trying to get with the glides and the sample and whatnot. Alright. Let's see what Shy Pop Star would. Thank you for the submission, Lucid Beats. But yeah, I don't know that beat. Honestly, that was like the only thing I would say is just like that sample is a little bit like the vocals on the sample sound a little bit too like up front, and like you know the complex mode on Ableton, they sound like they got stretched and warped up. You know? It doesn't sound too pleasant. It sounds really artificial and stuff. So that's my criticism. That's just mine. But that's your beat. So don't take my word as whether it's good or not, you know?
That's a fast car, that's why I bought it.
I feel like Odo sipping on OE. Every time I wake up, shorty want throat me. I can't stand too many questions, bitch, shut up. I'm not your homie, swear I must be a bit like why you sleep me the bend before you eat. Must be asking my queen on me, 10 rat like bruh, just a image big. That's why I don't talk to you, homie, cause you must not know me. I swear I must be a bit like how you not know you OD. Sure she know, she told me I must need money to play boy. Sure just shop for Playboy. New Cartier frames on Playboy. Yeah, but I'm a bad boy, oh no, yeah. Shorty don't touch his road, yeah. Shorty don't talk my clothes, she bit my neck, I said let go, yeah. Shorty too bad for me, but I'm too lit, I'm ready to roll, yeah. Ready, I hope she know I'm too turned up, this part my glow, yeah. They don't fool me, they know what's up, baby. My cash is new to me, and I need a little Toolie, just in case they knew me. But nobody know me yet, cause I'm too shy for that. Yeah, you cute, but no, I'm better. I swear I must be a bed, the way they stay sleep. But just know, however, I do whatever I said. I swear I must be a better yo, the way they sleep on my chest, bro. Swear I'ma grow too fast when I'm old. Then gon' go like, where you go, like, there you go. I've been on my grind, though. They not on my tongue, shorty. They not part my shine, though. I'm gon' blow like mine, though. Like I shot my mind, ho. I been about my bag, so if I don't blow, I'm fine, bro.
Alright, so honestly, your voice sounded like it has an interesting timbre, but like your voice kind of sounds like unique, you know what I mean? But at some points I couldn't really understand the lyrics, but the mixing was alright. Overall, your voice has a really like different style. I actually appreciate that. So you could really sound different from other people, so you would stand out if you use some good melodies and whatnot. Now the melody was kind of up and down and repetitive, but yeah. But if you use that voice and said some like made a quality melody with it and did some quality lyrics, that would sound unique and different. People would fuck with it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and the beat was alright. I didn't really like the beat, to be honest, but yeah, bro, don't take my shit like, don't take my fucking opinion as like very important. But I think I'm just gonna wrap up this live stream with one beat today and those two reactions. But yeah, I just wanted to get that point about, I wanted to make a part 2 to that frequency video and stuff. So other than that, I will see you guys in a future live stream. I don't know when that will be. You guys know I don't be here like that much, but yeah, from now on I'll be doing live streams. I don't put any ads on the live streams or on my videos from now on, because I don't fuck with that shit. Yeah, okay, that's for a whole different video. But if you want to support, go ahead and donate. And other than that, I'll see you guys in a future live stream. Peace.